Hey everyone, I'm here in Southend. So we're at Southend Pier. This is something that I've wanted to do for a while on the vlog. I'm here with Robin, River and Reagan's in there because she didn't want to get in the queue. Because there's a massive queue today. It's the Jubilee Bank Holiday Friday. Southend is extremely busy. But we're going to check out the new electric trains that have just been put into commission on the pier, replacing the old diesel set, which is still running. So we might get a chance to go on both today. I found a cool view of Screecher. But let's not get distracted by Adventure Island. We're here for Southend Pier today. We're going to go on the train. The new train is running on the hour and a half past. The old train is running on the 15:45. The next one to go will be the old one. So perhaps we get the old one down and the new one back. Let's see what happens. Now in there is the Pier Museum, which I haven't been in for probably 25 years or more. And it's pretty cool down there, but from what I can gather it doesn't look like it's accessible, so we won't be able to get down there with the pusher and the wheelchair today, which is a shame. But we're going to go and see what's going on up the other end, so I haven't been up there for years either. So this is the old train, the old diesel train. And the new one hasn't got a floor at the moment, so that's anywhere on the right. The other new one's running. We'll get on that. So this is dark and dingy and cramped. I'll be very interested to see how the other one compares. Obviously not that particular other one because it hasn't got a floor. So situation with the trains here, they've got two new trains which have been plagued with issues. They were both supposed to come into service. These old diesels were supposed to be taken away. One of them's working, the other one's not, so they've kept one of the old diesels, which is what we're on now. So we're going to go up on this one, back on the other one, and we'll compare them. It's a very short train. But before we come back on the other one, we're going to see what's at the end of the pier these days, because it's been a long time since I was up there. So, milk. There's milk up there. At the very least, I'm sure there's ice cream. If I can get a pint, even better. Well, it's loud and rattly, but a light has come on, so that's something. I don't know, these trains have got an element of nostalgia to them, but I'm certain the new ones are going to be better. And there's the old little one-car trolley thing. They still use that.
Now we're underneath right here. We're going to go up.
It's really nice doing this when the tide's in as well, because it's nice to actually be over water rather than over mud. The railway runs alongside the walkway, which is just there, and there are people walking. Southend Pier is of course 1.3 miles long, so not too bad to walk, but not great when you're running on an electric wheelchair that has limited battery power. River's here, very shouty. So halfway down the pier there's a passing loop. So one train goes into the little sort of siding where it's double tracked. It's not really a siding, I suppose. Well, it's a loop, isn't it? Passing it. And the other train goes past it. I think we're just approaching that now, so I will get a shot of the other train as it goes past. Are you having a lovely time? So here we come into the passing loop now. And there's the new electric train, which is in the old green and cream colours. All the trains used to be that colour once upon a time. And obviously we know these ones are currently blue. They used to be red. They've gone through a lot of liveries over the time, but the new green and cream livery on this train is what the electric ones are wearing. Okay, so here we are then at the end of the pier. And there's the old train. It's currently being used as a waiting room, I guess. A shelter on the platform here. Yeah, that's one of the carriages from the old train. If fact, it looks like some of the old train is still on the track. One of the driving cars, I think, which is interesting. Okay, so we come off the train. First things you get here are these little huts. There's the fish and chips, burger hut, the ice cream one, and whatever that is, popcorn, pineapple shaped cups or something. There's another bit of old train, other huts which I suppose have things in from time to time. As we come further along, there's this cafe, which was the one that Jamie What's-His-Face used for his TV show. It's currently open as a cafe, selling Costa apparently. Oliver, that's his name, isn't it? So this building was delivered to the pier by boat in its fully constructed state, and they just kind of lifted it with a crane and put it on the end of the pier, which I find very interesting. And here is confirmation that we have made it to the end of Southend Pier after 8 minutes of train journey. Here we are, 1.33 miles, 7,080 feet. And we come around this side of the building, there's one of those little boats and another ice cream shack that is shut apparently, and the Lifeboat museum and shop thing which is over there, and lots of people fishing, and that's pretty much what Southend Pier has to offer. But we are gonna, oh, there's a mini golf as well. Yeah, okay. So that's pretty much it, and that's Southend's longest pleasure pier in the world, famous tourist attraction. Not much to it, there's not much to it. So this is the lifeboat station. We're in the little shop bit, but it's got this little ramp, so you can come up here and you can see the actual lifeboats that launch from the end of the pier when someone out there needs their life boated. You know what I mean. So in here they have these toy lifeboats, which are quite cool. We're going to get Robin one to remember our trip to Southend Pier. It's £10, so you get this little car and boat thing, or one of these boats. They've gone for this one, so that's the one we'll get. We're also getting this little one for River too. It's a bath toy. So we just had a look in that building to see what's in there. It's just another tea and coffee counter, and not much else. It doesn't look like there's a pub anywhere up here anymore. There used to be a long time ago. Burnt down, as most things up here have a tendency to do. Not so much anymore. Last fire was a long time ago. Anyway, yeah. So this is a bit. It's got a performance area. I think it's supposed to be like a concert venue and stuff like that, but I don't think it's ever been used for that. I don't know what it's been used for, but in any case, the only bit that's open is a little corner with a little counter selling tea and coffee. Oh, it's windy on this bit. I think we've exhausted everything the Pierhead has to offer, so we're going to start heading back now and try out this new electric train. From here you can see on the left is the walkway to go back to the shore, and on the right the station where everybody's waiting to have a go on this fancy new electric train. If you look very carefully down at the shore there, and I really don't think the camera will pick it up, you can just about see Axis, and then you can see the college building in Southend Town Centre and a few other bits and pieces in central Southend. But I don't know if my GoPro is quite good enough to pick that up in any kind of detail. The gap's a bit bigger on this one than on the other one. But getting on this one, it feels surprisingly tighter than the other one does. I've had to squeeze the pushchair into this gap, but I have been wanting to come on the new one for a while. So there's a bit of a wider gap for the wheelchair to navigate to get on, but Reagan managed it well enough coming on backwards. The seats are quite tight, but I have managed to squeeze the pushchair in to the middle there. It's very busy, but the seats are much more comfortable. The train feels nicer. It's got these lights along the top here. Generally a nicer design, much more open. So I like it. I do like it more than the old one. It's just quite tight. That's first impressions of it. Robin, what did you think of Southend Pier? You saw one of the new trains that wasn't in service? What did you think about being at the end of the pier?
And it wasn't open.
It was what?
The building wasn't open.
The building wasn't open, yeah. You can see these windows are much more open, and that's the walkway there. Just coming up to one of the shelters that are dotted periodically along it. And people walking, and that's the 1 mile from the shore post just there. Yeah, so this electric train is much quieter and much less bumpy, smoother. It's generally a better ride. It is definitely an improvement. I do like the new trains more than the old ones, despite the nostalgia value of the old ones. But yeah, River stolen the camera.
And I like it. And I like it from better because it hasn't got noisy doors.
Yeah, it hasn't got noisy doors either. It's got nice, smooth sliding doors. So we're now at the passing point. I'm just coming to a stop here, and the old train's going to go past us.
Old train is going to go past us.
So we stop here on this track, and the passing loop is just there next to us. There we see the old diesel train come up alongside us. Here it is.
I'm watching it go. We have to stop it and get that one past.
So coming back into the shore end now, and that will conclude our journey on the new train. Yep, definitely an improvement. What did you say, Robin?
It's much better.
It's much better. We like the new electric trains. Good job, Southend Council. Just hope we can get them both working soon. So that's Southend Pier. Old trains, new trains and everything at the end of it. Big tourist attraction in Southend. If you are in Southend and you like looking at the shore from 1.25 miles out, then it's worth a go. There's not really anything up there to see or do, but still it's something to say you've done. Longest pleasure pier in the world. You can tick that off the bucket list, can't you? So there it is. So that's Southend Pier, and this is a montage of B-roll with some royalty free music, and I'll see you next time.